Well, where do we put that thing? Aha! There it is. There we go. Boy, that's a long way up there. Hey everybody, it's Ryan. Welcome back to How Farms Work. I'd like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Well, I decided to be a little bit more festive this year. And I got something that I want to hang up on the harvester. I've seen other farms do things like this, and I've wanted to for a while. Never really got around to it until Hannah and I were at our local Menards, which is like our local hardware store basically in the Midwest. And I found this little snowflake. So, doesn't look like much just sitting here, but she's pretty bright. I'm gonna go ahead and find a way to hang this up on the harvester, plug it in, and we'll see what it looks like way up there. So the harvester that we've got here at the main farm has an 80 footer, and Travis just did me the pleasure of reminding me that we replaced the roof on the corn harvester, which is a 40 footer. We replaced that a couple of years before Grandpa passed away, and now I'm a little bit worried about climbing up on top of the harvester because nobody's climbed up on it in a few years. And he said, "Oh, just make sure you give it a couple good stomps once you get up there." It's like, oh, well, that makes me feel great. But I want to climb up there and hang that up. I've got 150 feet worth of cable to get down into the barn. I need to figure out how I'm going to string it up through the cage so that it's got something to hang on to so the wind doesn't catch the electrical cord and just pull it off the harvester. But I've got the cable I need. I've got the ornament that I'm hanging up there, and I'm excited to see what it looks like up on top of the harvester. I think you should be able to see it from quite a ways away. So if you guys are in the area after dark, be sure to look our way. You might see it up there. Things have been going pretty slow around the farm. We just started feeding cattle not that long ago, and Travis has been hauling out a couple loads of hay at least one day a week, so that's been keeping him busy, and I've been riding with him to help make things faster as far as strapping and unstrapping the bales. But the big part, I think, is helping him get strapped. So he doesn't know this yet, but I'm not riding up there this time with him. I've been wanting to get this up there, and since it's a nice calm day and it's actually fairly warm, it's actually just a step under not needing a coat. So I'm hoping that it's not too bad up on top of the harvester. It's usually pretty windy up there any time of the year whenever you climb up. So it's fairly a calm day out. I can look up and I can see stuff floating through the air, and it's not blowing away too fast. So I was originally just gonna rope some twine together and throw it over the side and let it just sit against the blue part of the harvester. But Travis, which I agree with, said that if it was up on top on the railing, then the light would reflect off the top of the harvester and it might make it look brighter, which I think it will. And then you might be able to see it from more angles as well. So I need to run and grab the electrical cord, which is still in my truck. Then I'll come back and climb up it, probably get the snowflake up there first. I think I can fit it through the cage. If I couldn't get this through the cage, our secondary plan was to climb up the harvester with 100 foot of twine and throw it down off the side and haul it up. But it's actually smaller than what I remember in the store, so I think this will fit pretty well up through the cage. It might be a struggle trying to climb up there holding something, but I don't think it'll be too bad. Instead of twine, I thought of using metal wire for a little bit more longevity, but I just noticed that we do have all these cable ties just sitting around. So I'm gonna take 4 of these up with me, at least 4. Yeah, a handful's good. And probably hook it up using cable ties. I think they'll work all right. They're UV resistant, so they will degrade over time. But I want to leave it up there until spring because I'm not climbing up there in the dead of winter to pull it back down. So at least we'll have all winter to look at it. Let's see what we got in our goodie bag here. So I've got 100 foot worth of electrical cord right there. I've got some duct tape in the back because I want to seal out the moisture around the electrical plug. I've got a timer for setting it so it turns off on and off automatically. That's going to come in handy. And then over here we've got another 50 foot of extension cord. I'm gonna leave this on the ground because the 100 foot should reach to the ground. I just gotta decide whether I wanna take the electrical cord up first or if I wanna take the snowflake. All right, I'm not too confident in this, but should make it fit back there pretty easily. Hung it on my belt loop. So hopefully it doesn't pull my pants down while I'm climbing up the harvester, or I might be in a pickle. But yeah, I'll start climbing now. This shouldn't take too much. That was the big thing. I mean, I can stick my hand through this and just kind of climb now. So let's go give it a try, shall we? All right, here we go. See, the scary thing here is that this harvester's been empty, and that harvester over there that had the bad roof on it, when the roof went bad, when you looked at it from the bottom, you could look and see holes in the roof. And that's how we knew, you know what, maybe it's time we better get that changed. And it's been a couple years since anybody's even looked in this one. So, just mildly concerning, you know, and of course the rusted bolts on the ladder aren't making me feel any better. At least we got a nice view. Not even halfway. All right. You know what, I really don't plan on going and getting this thing and taking it down. 20 feet. It's one heck of a view. What the? It's like one of Santa's elves is getting ready to wave him in. The airport's that way, buddy. All right, very carefully. Time for the gloves to come off. Well, this has been a huge pain in the rear, trying to get up here with this thing on my belt. You know, fun fact, I've actually had quite a few nightmares of standing up here and the harvest collapses under me. It's like one of my most recurring dreams. If we hang it facing the road, it'll be all right. All right, just like that. All right. It's super scary. We're using the clear zip ties for this instead. We'll do it like this. Make sure we got 3 points of contact for safety first, little snowflake. Let's do this twice, just for sake. All right, got 3 points of contact. That looks good. Unwire this to give us a little more slack. Well, tell you what, I'll bring side cutters up and cut that off, because that's being way more complicated than it should be. So I got them mounted up. Time to climb back down and get the electrical cord. Well, one thing's for sure, I'm not as young as I once was. All right, here we go again. This is much easier than trying to climb it with the snowflake, that's for sure. Decided that I'm gonna leave the electrical cord right here, so that way it keeps it up off the silo. Hopefully the water just drips down through the grate. So I'm actually gonna plug this in right behind me. I'm gonna duct tape this, put a plastic bag over it, throw that end off the end of the silo. Operation make this harder for the next guy is almost complete. By the way, that's probably going to be me. All right, we should be good. Time to get my butt down. All right, there you have it. Now it's time to wait until after dark and see what it looks like. Hopefully it turned on. I'm gonna be very disappointed if something isn't working. I think that looks pretty neat, don't you? I only spent about $160 altogether. The snowflake was $60, and then I have about $100 in those electrical cords that ran up to the top of the silo. But I wanted to use this opportunity to talk a little bit about the National Farm Machinery Show. I will be attending NFMS. Right now I don't have a date yet. Typically I go to the show on Wednesday, but I've been thinking about going Friday or Saturday, which Saturday is, you know, I've heard is a lot more local people who want to take their kids to see tractors on the weekend. But I've been trying to decide what day will work better. So I am going to be having a poll for you guys, asking you what day you think I should be at NFMS. If you're going to be there, go ahead and vote. If not, you know, don't bother. But I want to figure out a day that works best for the most number of people. So you can go up into the poll and vote here. I'm also hosting a poll on Instagram, so you can head over to Instagram if you have that and vote in that poll as well. It's going to be in my story when this video goes live. So I'm still working out when I'm going to be going to that. I'll post an update in one of my videos when I decide what day I'm going to be there. Right now I'm just planning on 2 days, actually. One day to go and be at the Rhino Ag booth to meet people for a meet and greet. And then the second day, I'm thinking Hannah and I will go down and just walk around the show and enjoy it, you know, walk around it and just check the show out. Seeing that I'm going to be visiting Kentucky here in 2 months, I wanted to take a moment to talk a little bit about charity. So this time of year, I do like to promote a certain charity to, raise money. And this year I decided that since I'm going to be going to Louisville, and I'm sure many of you or most of you have heard about the recent tornadoes that struck 4 different states, I wanted to just kind of promote the United Way of Kentucky, which is raising money to help those who have been affected by the tornadoes. So I'll put a link down in the description if you are interested in donating. Like I've always said, if you're capable of donating, go ahead. But if you can't, that's all right too. I just want to, raise a little bit of money to help those who are in need. But that's pretty much it for this video. That was a neat little project that I've been wanting to do, and I'm happy that it's done. I think it looks pretty good. So with that, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out all of our other videos. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat, all How Farms Work. And with that, I'll see you next time.